So working as a quantity surveyor for over a decade and now running a seven-figure trade business myself, I've seen a clear pattern. Construction firms that stay cash rich, they do things a little differently. It's not all about doubling your day rate or winning every tender. It's about making smarter moves with the money that you already earn. So in this video, I'm going to give you a few practical things that you can change today that'll improve your financial situation. Before we dive in, subscribe to our 31 Ways for 31 Days email series for our best bits of construction advice in under 1 minute. One email every day that we promise will help your business. Right, let's get into today's video. Building systems, not willpower. Most builders think they just need to try harder with money, or the old will sort it next month. But this is useless when a supplier calls demanding money, or when 3 clients delay paying all at the same time. So what works? For us, it's systems. Just like you wouldn't guess if something was plumb on site or go off experience, you'd simply just use a level and know it's right. Well, you shouldn't guess with your business finances either. You should have a simple system in place to always know that it's right. So here's 3 examples of what good financial systems look like in construction. Keeping 2 to 3 months worth of overhead in a separate account for when things get a bit leaner. And make sure you're doing this before any lifestyle inflation kicks in. Another one is paying yourself like an employee, even if you're the director. Poor personal finances are the start of most bad decisions in business. And then the last one, setting up a separate bank account for tax, so you're not panicking every month or quarter. When you set up these habits, you take the emotion out of it. You're not guessing and you're not reacting. The system just does the work for you. You'll soon see that even during good months, you're not as cash rich as you think. And when you can see the bank account balance getting lower and lower, you'll chase those clients quicker and harder, rather than saying, oh, we'll chase that next week. Tracking the right numbers. Too many builders think they're doing well because the turnover's up. We've done 500k this year, we're flying. But when you dig into it, half of it's stuck in either retentions or unpaid invoices, and there's nothing really left in the bank. So you need to forget turnover and track these metrics instead. Cash in versus cash out. Do this against each individual project. Profit is only a forecast until the cash is actually in the bank. So when you're doing CVRs or cost cards, whatever you like to call your cost reconciliation, not only should you be checking how the job performed and what each job can contribute to the overall overhead, but actually, have we actually been paid what's been certified? You'd be surprised how many people don't actually know who has or hasn't paid them for the works they've done and what retention they're even owed or still outstanding, especially smaller invoices. The next one, and very few people talk about this, is labour to turnover ratio. Each percentage differs depending on the trade that you're in, what your material spends are and what your profit margins are. But generally, say for instance in commercial painting, you want to be aiming for a 50% labour to turnover ratio. So if you're turning over £1 million, you want to be looking at your labour costs to be around £500,000. Go back through your old yearly P&Ls and see what this has been previously to give yourself an idea of where your labour to turnover ratio is in your industry. Last one on this is the cost of borrowing. How much interest are you actually paying each year? This could be on cash flow loans or vehicle hire purchases or even larger plant purchases. Buying these in cash and running without debt can be the difference between breaking even and making a profit, and more importantly, staying afloat when things get tough. I've got a really good cash flow template. It's the same one we use in our business. If you're struggling, email us and we'll send you it. It will really help not just managing your cash flow, but managing your overall business. It's a really good management tool. Knowing the differences between a quick win and a smart decision. We all know the feeling. You see a tool on offer or a supplier says, if you buy bulk now, we'll give you a 10-15% saving. And you start justifying it to yourself. Impulse in business feels smart in the moment, but a lot of these decisions add up to wasted cash, paying to store materials, or even machines sat in the yard rusting. So here's a good rule to use. If it's over £200 and not essential, just wait 24 hours. In that time, you usually realise you don't actually need it, the offer wasn't that good, but you've got better uses for the money. Being calculated with spending is one of the best ways to improve your profitability. It's not always about that one big job that makes loads of money, but for us, it's normally hundreds of small, good decisions accumulating together. This could go for, hiring labour, taking on a risky job, a few things. Just wait 24 hours and then see how you feel about it. If you're watching this video and thinking you can't even save a penny because you're living job to job, once you start using a system, tracking labour costs and setting aside a percentage on each job, you'll soon start to feel more in control, and you can see that there is actually a way out. Putting your profit to work. Let's just say you clear 10k profit from a job and it just sits in your business current account. You'll soon find a way to spend it. Either a new van, advertising, or buying something you don't really need. But even if you just put half of that into a high street account, if you want to invest it in tools that actually improve delivery, or if you just want to improve your cash flow, then that money can start working for you. I'll give you an example. Clearing any debts on vehicles, plants, etc. Maybe buying a decent project management tool which could actually equate to carrying out jobs more efficiently with less snagging. And my favourite, saving up 3 months of overheads in a different account. For one, you'll sleep better at night, and there's not many companies who complain that they had too much money in the bank when things got a bit tight. The money you save is the money that gives you options down the line, whether that's turning down a nightmare client or starting a new division within your existing business, or if you'd accumulate it, maybe even going towards buying one of your competitors. And don't forget, I've done this from the bottom up. When I started Pals, I had very little savings. I had to pay the lads with money from one job just to finish another. It was a cycle until I systemised how we use the profits. Focus on earning potential, not just saving. There's only so much you can cut. You might be able to negotiate better prices on skips or materials, but the real move forward comes when you're able to increase what you're able to charge. This could mean a few things: specialising in a niche. Whether you do difficult heritage work or something more regulated like fire doors or fire protection, or even high-end fit-outs with tight, difficult deadlines and quality workmanship required, a niche allows you to charge on the end value, not just traditional cost to complete plus a percentage margin. Getting better at pricing and understanding margins. Remember, not all jobs are the same. When we look at drawings, we know jobs that anyone can do, and we also know jobs that will be really difficult. This is when our margins can go much higher, as we know our competitors will find these difficult to price, and the clients will want someone who can actually deliver, not just a cheap price. Working with clients who will pay for better management. Even if the operatives on the ground are the same, and a lot of your competitors will employ the same operatives from time to time, but their output and quality is dependent on the management of you and your team. If you build a reputation for finishing jobs on time with good quality, and it will take a few years to achieve this, but clients will pay more for the peace of mind and the systems that you bring to the table. The fastest growing builders that we work with, they spend less time chasing the wrong type of work and more time pricing valuable work. Then you're able to raise prices and stop obsessing over the pennies, and you'll sleep easier too, knowing there's a bit more margin for error in each job. To summarise everything we've just been through, these are the systems that I've seen change contractor businesses, including mine. If this is helpful, you'll find even more advice in our email series and the links below, and watch another one of our videos here packed with even more helpful tips. And we'll see you in the next one.